Welcome back, guys. I'm in Burra today, historical town up in near the Clare Valley. So, going to like the information centre here. We're going to grab little passport key stuff. We can look at like the mines, the old prison here, historical sites, stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be sick. And we'll definitely grab like a mad feed for lunch after as well. But yeah. Little train news here, mate. The old railway train station. So yeah, I used to go to Adelaide, but oh, look at the accident that happened. Fuck. But yeah, look at the carriage. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But yeah. Rail comes to Burra 1870. Oh yeah, true mate, true. The ladies' waiting room. So the ladies' waiting room must have been, yeah, in there. But there's Burra. Like, come on, the other ladies' waiting room, you don't even have a men's waiting room. What is that, boy? What's that? Oh, look at the carriage, mate. Look at the old like, little dinings and stuff in the carriages that they would have had, eh? That's actual mental, bloke. Mental, mate. Look at the little kitchen. Like, obviously they've done it up now, but oi, let me in. Can't believe they just had a ladies' waiting room. They don't even have a men's waiting room, eh? Oh, I wonder what's on this side. Oh, you can see like little old clothing in there. Cook up Barbie, mate. Go have a look at the front of the train station, eh? But I still can't forget Adelaide, eh? That was fucking mental. Adelaide was, bloke, the other weekend. Don't know if this video will be coming out before that or not, but Potter's room, bed and breakfast. True, mate, true. Wait, look at that house up there with all the dolls and stuff, bloke. That's sick. Oh, look at that, bloke. The 1930s timetable, bloke. There's Gawler, Salisbury, Parafield, North Adelaide, Adelaide. There's Burra. That's sick, mate. That's sick. That's like one of those carriages there. Sick, mate. Killer, bloke.
National Heritage listed Australian mining sites, Burra and Moon
Scottish Australian Mining Company. Oh yeah, true, lad, true. That must be like little cottage, mate. The mine offices. True, mate, true. Well, it looks like someone like lives there though, in that cottage. Look at the old barrels, mate. They used to push through on these little rails. That's hectic, mate, hectic. So you imagine them just like, we'll get from this angle, bloke. But, you know, they would have just push it, bloke. 1859, mate. Hectic, mate, hectic. That's the captain's cottage from 1859. True, mate. Jeez, look at that. This is the monster mines. So we'll be going to here after the monster mines, I think. But yeah, look at that. That's massive, mate. That's what it would have been like.
Finally, please press the mine officers button.
Yeah, look at that.
Here you will see the mine office buildings as they were up until 1970. The buildings house the mine offices, accountants' rooms and storerooms. To the left is Captain Roach's cottage, and on the right are the two cottages occupied by the mine's resident doctors. There are only back walls left standing today, and these are to be found on the edge of the open.
Shaft is down that way. Look at all the little carriages and stuff that they have. Blacksmith shop. Oh, the tools would be banging, mate, in here. Look at all the tools. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gents.
Look at all the tools.
My name is Thomas Trevithick, and I bid you welcome to my workshop. I'm the blacksmith here.
They would have had, you know, fire going up through there. Blacksmiths would be here, and he was doing like his little
running smoothly.
banging noises,
Gather
mate.
round now, and I'll point out the tools of my trade and how I get the job done. The first thing you'll be noticing is that there are windows on three sides of the smithy shop. This is to let in the greatest amount
Hectic,
of
mate,
light
hectic.
to work by at any time of the day.
Look at the old little fire trucks. This was the first motorised fire engine, 4 Model T 1922. That, mate. Oh, and here's the old little fire uniforms that they wore. That's hectic, mate. Manual as well. I reckon they would have fit like 3 people maybe on this. That would have been the gear stick and the clutch and all that. And this one.
Whoa, look at that. Having a good old ride. Hey, go for it. Yes.
This one's hectic, man. Look at the back of it. Got all seats on the back. What?
I was videoing you, not.
And you got another. That's the second fire engine one over there.
Shaft room. The building itself was only built in 1908 to protect
Hectic, mate. Hectic. Look at all the little rocks and stuff, mate.
From this site from 1884 through to 1966.
Oh yeah, the shaft is here.
The town's water supply now comes from the River Murray at Morgan.
Can't really see much, eh? Well.
Now move across to your right. You'll see how a mine shaft was constructed.
I reckon you guys have a better view than me with that part. I don't know what you guys can see out of that, but yeah, that's the shaft down there. Shaft was sank and exploded. Work was begun. Underground levels were driven south towards the Burra. Burra mine, despite intensive exploration, the Burra lodes were encountered either them or in the next 20 years. The main shaft was sank to a depth of 300 feet. Several other shafts with drives are also evacuated with little result. So that's what they would have, yeah.
Please move towards the railing and turn on the light switch marked 1, which is on the wall to the left of the rail.
So there's a light. I wonder if that's the light switch for this or something.
And with not much to show for it by week's end.
Oh, there we go. Now we can see down there. It's not so dark anymore. Look how long that goes, mate. Boy, I can't even see the bottom unless that's that light flap. Oh, I can see down just down the bottom, but that's heaps far down below.
Oh, that is a long way, eh?
And pay into the doctor's fund. So there is
That is heaps far down, bloke. Like hectic, mate.
You see, we've no electricity down here.
I wouldn't want to fall down there.
The shafts and round the levels, I have to stick a candle on the reminders with clay.
Hectic, mate. Hectic.
Then I hammer candle spikes that holds the candles into the
Like, what's the
sides
bet
of the
like?
walls once I've reached my working
Down there is part of it or something,
I
eh?
nail in the dark to save the candles. 8 hours spent underground, and I have to come and go in the old time. So there's
That's the Hannah Ford ideal rate grader and dry pickler, bloke.
look down into the shop.
Bah, the seeps, mate. Boy, look at the old horse carriages, mate. Fuck, look at that. Sit on there, attached up to a horse. Look at all this, bloke. That's hectic, bloke, mate.
300 feet or 90 meters away.
Mate. I just love history, like, I don't know. I just love looking at history stuff, eh? It's just fascinating to see how far, like, we've become with everything, bloke. It's fascinating, eh? And the way they live life back in the day, bloke.
Mineral wealth from deep workings, which would be rapidly flooded.
The snobs versus the knobs. The snobs versus the knobs.
Snobs versus knobs.
The more recent open workings of the China clay industry must also be kept clear of water, as high pressure water jets are used to wash out
Cornislaw
clay
handle
from
suver,
granite.
Glenstone's cheese.
The mixture of clay and water is
Striking borers, pole pickers.
From
I
here,
just heard
it
about
flows away
the
from
and snobs, which is war. Some snobs in the queue and bar. Snobs are close to the Richlands, and snobs.
Look at child's working boots dug up from the mine sites. Jeez. That's that prison we're going to after.
has therefore been an important factor.
And those huts and the stuff like that.
But in the service
Jeez, look at the
China clay industry,
child's working boots, mum.
the first ideas for the beam pumping engine arose
From mines to metals, yeah. So all that stuff there is actually made off like the opal and stuff. This was used for ore sampling. You must like grab this bad boy here and you must spin it around.
A bigger pump handle, the beam
You got the little lamps.
Mining, yes.
Look at that, mate. Walk around with the little lamp.
Some of these good old shoes,
This
right?
great wooden pumping rod extends 2,000 feet to the bottom of the mine shaft.
Nowadays,
It weighs over 100 tons.
wearing shoes like that.
Oh, look at the family Bible.
Some of its weight is counteracted
Family
by
Bible.
Yeah.
That's massive. And even this Bible there.
Yeah. Well, if there's anything like the mines, remember the mines back at Moonta?
Yeah.
And a lot of the captains of the mines were actually the pastors in the churches there, remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's that blanket I think she was talking about before. Yeah, look at the old clothings. The green dress, 1878 to 1882. Fastened with hooks and eyes.
I reckon 2 queens.
That's a wedding dress. Jeez, look at that.
Massive. Whoa.
Fire pits, mate. And you've got like all the
I'm glad I don't have to wear clothes like this.
boom, boom,
Too hot.
boom, lad.
Too hot. This must have been somebody's bedroom, I reckon, years ago or something. There's a fire pit in there to keep them warm in winter, right?
By 1850, the engine become almost standard up. This model
Lad, why has my camera gone sideways for, mate? Flip up, mate. Flip up, boy. I don't want you sideways, mate. It's the open cut lines here. This reminds me of like when I used to live in Moonta, we had like a big open cut mine like this. But yeah, hectic. That would have been an engine house there. Engine house stairs that we can go on. Whatever that building's up there, but yeah, when you see like these little roads over there, so they would have drove and yeah, it's sort of zigzags around, but yeah. Trying to see what that is in the water. Monster mine. Look at the town lookout.
So obviously when you're going up on something like that, like really steep, revs go up a bit more, so you got more revs, but you're going slow. Do you know what I mean? Like, right, that must be for like 5
I wonder what this sign says over here. Yeah, this is a massive. This would have been a massive mine. Like, would have been massive. Like Moonta Mines, where I came from. Like, I wouldn't mind doing a video there. Like, because obviously I know my way around there, but that was a massive mine. But they call this the monster mine. I think this was built, I think, before Moonta. I don't know what was built first, but this would have been, I don't know, just as big as Moonta Mines, or even bigger, possibly. But you think it would have extended up there, would have extended down there, like, would have been massive. Oh yeah, this is just like a mine picture from 1867 of it, look at that. So that Morphet engine house is literally that over there, next to the Morphet winding house. Ruin of St. Engine house, I reckon that's somewhere around there. That Peacock's engine house, I reckon, could be that. Because in the open cut mines, like around here or somewhere down further, I think. But yeah, you had a cottage and a sawmill, that would have been just there. No, that's hectic, mate. Hectic, lad. Look at this, special treatment. Bring the car over, bring the special treatment over, lad. That's what I own, mate. Special treatment. We're at the mines now. Gonna have a little runs, little step. Or a dressing bloke, 1858, lad. That's old, lad. That's old. So I don't give you guys history lessons, but I can't be stuffed to. Well, I can, but I can't be stuffed to give you guys history lessons and stuff because I don't know the history. But I'll try my best later on. Should have recorded to the place we were at earlier. The lady was actually giving us history lesson about volcanic eruption made the Flinders Ranges. Thing about earthquake and how the French wanted to take over South Australia. Like, should have recorded it for you. It was a good history lesson, man. But miss out on the opportunities, mate. Fuck. Lad. Giving it a knee, boy. Bang. You guys felt that knees, eh? You felt that. Bradbar, stay over there, lad. Stay in your place. Look at that, mate. please keep out. If I was back to my younger self like I used to do in Moon to Mines, you know, I would be jumping that fence right there and I'll be climbing up there, but mate, it's not that I'm not a rebel anymore, it's just I'm older, mate, I'm more mature. I'm not going to jump over there and get myself in trouble. Roll across the engine house with this bad boy. Boiler house connected by an underground fluid to around chimney. The boil flue connected can still be seen. Engine house is manifested by Andrew Jones in Adelaide. True. That was the boil house right there. Engine house lookout. 200 metres. I was not prepared to do some hiking, eh? Looks like you can walk up there, down to there, but don't know. Like, who needs leg days at the gym where you can just hike up a little steep mountain, mate? This is my leg days, mate. That's why I'm gonna knock you guys out with a little knee, boys. Bang. What's the bet? There's a snake in there, eh? Give a little uppercut, mate. Snake better not come out, mate. I'll uppercut it. You know, I kicked a snake in the face once, hey, so I'll do it again. Mate, look at that. Mate, look up, bloke, look up. Well, I'm not hiking over down on some of those areas, stuff like that 200 metre hike was enough for me, mate. Oh, don't know how I'm going to hike up Switzerland's mountain, mate. Forgot the name is, but I don't know how I'm going to hike up that. Like, better not slip. I feel like I'm going to slip. Bloke, these flies, I'm sick of them, eh? You know, I get sick of these flies so much, bloke. Just like that video I did in Port Lowley, these flies, man. Bloke. If I had superpowers, you know, I would just eliminate all the flies in the world, bloke. Because, bloke, you hear that little noise? I don't know if you guys can hear that little noise. I reckon it's a lizard or a cricket or something, eh? It's like, that's what it's doing, bloke. Fuck, why am I walking around with sunburn on my arms and neck, bloke? Like, this is gonna give me more sunburn, bloke. All dressing towers, bloke, from 1870. That's old. This tower was built in 1870, commenced operations in early 1871 and conducted dressing machinery brought from England, installed under the supervision of English mining engineer Swansborough. 1 trucks were held up in the inclined tramway, emptied into a hopper at the top of the tower. The ore was firstly crossed by a set of Cornish crushing rolls and then passed through a series of screens. Tower treated about 20,000 tonnes of ore a year, producing 35% copper. Hectic. Morford's engine house, mate. This massive stone building originally housed the Cornish pumping engine house. Look at that bloke. It's the Morford's flue. That's the Morford's engine house, I reckon. But engine house museum. Boy, what's down here? Barbed wire fencing. Oh, it's hectic, bloke. Ooh. Boy, ooh. Mate, we're in the engine house, mate. Look at that. It's a little diagram of it. See that little middle thing there? That would have been running right up to there. That's mental. Because it pumped water through here, that's what it was. Pumping the water, bloke. That tells you how a Cornish engine works. Because yeah, you would have had that big cylinder sitting in the middle in there. But
we're on the bottom level. So yes, that cylinder thing would have been right here where this is. Wow.
we used to be able to get out through there, but they're doing stuff. It's got a little sign there, summer is snake season, take care. But geez, look at the little mine shaft stuff. Donations flow. Look how deep that is, mate.
So is this another? Wow, it goes right underground. You can see like bits and pieces.
Boy, I thought that was a snake for me. I was about to kick it in the head. Jeez, that would have been how deep the stuff would have gone underground as well. No access due to safety reasons. So you can't go outside, but up the doors, up the stairs, I mean, not the doors, lad, up the stairs. Whoa, 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 whoa. You guys almost got hit by the thing, bloke. Jeez, that's it back in the day. Hectic. Oh look, Wallaroo, the Cornish miners in Wallaroo.
So here we are on the second level. Whoa!
That's crazy. Cornwall. You know, Cornwall is Moonta and Wallaroo area. That's why they call it the Little Cornwall. So that must have been Wallaroo or Moonta mines, I reckon. Yeah, Wallaroo mines.
Cornish.
That's crazy.
Houses. So yeah, so this is. Oh,
Yeah, there's
Wallaroo mines.
there's Wallaroo. There's Moonta. And Moonta there.
Another Cornish.
That's yeah, because there's Port Augusta. Oh yeah, so these are all the mines. You had Wallaroo, North Cornwall, Moonta, one up near Port Lincoln,
Oh, wow.
Burra, Kapunda, Bird in Hand, Burra. So we actually had a fair bit of mines in South Australia. That's crazy. So those must be like the different types of mines. Oh, imagine that mine right on the water, on the hill. That's crazy. Look at that. Imagine like working there and you got the water. That's sick. Then you got Harlot Cove. Yeah, see, look at the water ones. That's crazy.
Wow.
Kapunda mine. Oh yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Bob Wool. Bob's Wool. Middle chamber. Oh, what is this little window here? The steam pipe hole. Look at that. Oh, there's a bird there as well, a little pigeon bloke.
Australia. So we're going to go up the stairs now. It's called the Bob Wall, the stair.
The spring beam. It's crazy, mate. Wow.
Wow. See up there.
The top chamber, mate. Top chamber. Look at that. That's the Burra's mine. Yeah, this is where we are now. So they must have like redone it. But it's hectic, mate. Look at that. There's the whole mines. But see, look at that. It's the Morford shaft down there. You used to be able to look down there, but apparently there's a, I think they were saying there's a sinkhole or something somewhere outside, so you can't actually go down there. You used to be able to walk out here, but it must be because of that. They just got no access. But
Wow, look at that. Whoa.
boy, it's crazy. You wonder what that is on the water. It does look like a restaurant.
It's like a little restaurant, you can sit out on there.
That's crazy.
Burra Mines.
Fatal accident at the Burra mine. Pitman Wallaroo mine, 1900. It's crazy. Looks like there's a cafe down there. Look, right across the water. See?
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
Looks like you got a cafe right across there. Wow.
Look at that, the sheer support bowl. Look at that. Those are solid.
Wow, I didn't even realise that was there. I'm glad we came up here. Can sit there and look.
Bloke, I'll be like,
Wow.
bloke, look at all that money, bloke. Get in, make me rich. Bloke, I'm jumping down there, bloke. I'm sending it. Give me that money, bloke. Powder magazine, 1847. Using my phone this time because I just want to save up a little bit of battery, but we'll open this little door. Australia's oldest mine building, completed November 1847. Oh yeah, true. This building was conducted in 1847 to store gunpowder used in blasting at the Burra mine. It replaced a temporary evacuation at nearby hillside. The building has an arched stone roof with strengthened walls 60 centimetres thick. The interior of the magazine was originally lined with sheepskins to reduce the risk of spark and produce explosive. The outside wall of the magazine was added later for extra safety. Gunpowder was used underground to blast rocks which could not be broken by pick. Holes were hand drilled into the rock face as shown in the photograph. One miner held it and turned the drill rod while two others struck it in turn with heavy hammers. The completed holes were then filled with gunpowder and exploded. Powder Magazine, Australia's oldest intact mine building, was restored by the National Trust in 1970. Doesn't look like it's too big, but yeah, nice and cool in here, though.
Yeah, all the rocks.
Hectic, lad, hectic. Yum, bloke, yum. About to try it out.
Think of this.
Average. Yum. Wow. Mate, those chips are crunchy and nice. Good amount of chicken salt on them as well. Try this burger, the chicken burger. Look at that, mate. That's good.
It's done. It's good.
We're up the Hampton Township. Here, so this used to be a little town. This was the diagram for it here. So yeah, a little town in the 1800s. So it is. Imagine living out here. I got the views of like the mountains and stuff. That's hectic. This would have been a house right here. So actually would have like, yeah, it goes up there. This was Watkins' house. So it might have been like a house there and up there as well. There you go, house down there as well. Callan's house. Well, there's nothing really here besides a wall over there, but yeah, this house here. This looks like a pretty big house, this one. This was is it Muller House?
So you
Got little water tanks there. You've got Zep Bataram's house here, decent size. You got Bit's house here. And if this was the start house before, that's massive, bloke. Looks like you've got some more places down there as well. And I reckon, yeah, the village must go all the way up there, so it's a pretty decent sized village. One of the old little toilets in there. Now we're at the prison, Red Roof Jail. There's the front entrance there. It was built in 1856, was the first jail built outside of metropolitan Adelaide at a time when Burra was the largest country town in South. So Burra was actually the largest country town in South Australia, so this was the first jail built outside of Adelaide at the time. Original building was constructed by Watson and Morris at a cost of about £3,200. Charges were made to the building in 1863 and 1877. The jail provided accommodation for the jail keeper, 30 prisoners, male and female. Following the close of the jail in 1894, the Walcott family lived there until 1897. Later in the same year, the building became Red Roof Jails, well, Girls Reformators, and served as just until 1922. Families again made the former jail their home between 1943 and 1956. In 1979, the building was used in the filming of Breaker Morant. This site has been in the care of the National Trust South Australia since 1977. So that was before. But yeah, there's the entrance there. So obviously they would have come up here and entered through there. But last time we came here, we couldn't enter into this little part here. But this is what this looks like. It used to be like a little yard, so that was it in there. Little yard. And then there was a room up here we couldn't enter in last time that I probably might show you guys later on. But yeah, this would have been like a little carriage they probably took people on and stuff. But this is the big yard. Would have had the toilets there. Yeah, entrance in there. Up the stairs there, I reckon would have been the warden's office and stuff like that. But got some of the prison cells here. Yeah. Don't know if you guys can like see through some of that, but oh, there's like a bloke laying on the bed in there. Yeah. Door. With this would have been the main bit of the jail. So that area we were in before was the exercise. Yeah, they got another over here. Yeah, we're here, but yeah, we would have had kitchen, store, cell, day room. That was that little yard I showed you before. But yeah, they got the offices and stuff there. Had a jailbreakers ball in here. 3 nights of feeders. That's a little water hole there.
1890 something to 1897.
A little demonstration of like the kitchen and all that in there.
And we also had the basket family from 1949. Wow. And they really broken around here too.
Yeah, that's the store in there. Kitchen and stuff. That's that film there. They did break them around here and all that.
Crazy stuff over here. Yes.
Put you back on the little thing, boys. There's the main entrance door.
Yep, the main entrance was in here.
Please shut the door, mate.
Okay, we're going to come in here. And just what you were saying. Okay, a rich place.
Let me out.
Rules for observation and jail.
Let me out. Let me out. Boys, I'm trapped, boys. Fuck. Trap boys. This must have been like that other yard area through here. Yeah, it is. True, brother.
Present for deserting his family.
Come on the other side and see what's in here. Whoa.
Oh yeah, letters and attempt suicide, daily chores. That was our daily chores, so raising chickens, baby aid, krill stripping, sewing, kitchen duties, cooking, gardening, knitting.
Yeah, some other memories there for girls. Daily chores, what they had to do.
Girls discharged, escape proof.
Come into here. And this is all the girls that were discharged.
I wonder what's through this door. Oh yeah, blow! Look how creepy that tree is, cuz. Oh. Like, I wonder what's. This must be like another little yard area. Wait, I wonder if we can get through here, cuz. Get me through here, cuz. Get me through here. There's a little chair in here.
The matron's office is also.
So we had Mary.
At the police lockup and stables 1847 to 1878 now. So this would have been the stables for like the horses, for the police, and like lockups and stuff as well. This must have been like the courtyard kind of thing. Toilet in there. This was the stables in here. The horses. So you would have had one there, and one there. The old stuff for the horses.
And then they had the food storage right.
There's that jail we were just at.
You just see here.
That young baker lad from round here, what turned into a bushranger.
But yeah, they would have had more horses stored in here as well. The old shackles and stuff.
Before it got down to the Supreme Court now, the judge was horse stealing, but the judge let him off. He was only 21. Then what does the lad go and do?
Then what does the lad go and do? Yeah, so that was the yard that were in stables. That thing was the hay shed. Got 3 cells in here and then another yard.
This time, the judge gave him 12 months hard labour at the dry goods stockade outside Adelaide. He got tangled up.
So yeah, the toilets are in there.
Well, that was probably the toilet. Won't be going in there. We will go through here.
Toilets are in here. Oh, take a shit, bloke.
We want these grounds in here now.
Yeah, these are one of the cells.
Let me in now. Let me in
Not
now.
that you were helped.
There's another cell in there.
Must be another cell just here.
And there's another one in here as well. And then obviously this must be another yard area. And you've got, yeah, that was a double cell, the first one, and normal cells. Oh yeah, so the stable was later converted into a store, like that other area. But yeah, so this place here must be a house that's got kitchen, bedroom, living room, bedrooms and that, you know. So that's over here.
They had a double cell and a single cell.
So that's in here. But yeah.
The house here. Part of the house next door. Yes, I think it is, but we better get out of here. It's maybe not supposed to be in here.
Burra Smelting Works, 1849 to 1869 were here, but so you had you had some houses down there, must have been a cottage over here, but yeah, had offices, storage yard, cottages, change yards, cinemas, so it was a pretty big area. Oh yeah, so that must have been, yeah, what it looked like.
Stick card holders only. Please keep the mark trailer. And no horse in it.
So there's some of the old buildings and stuff there. So this here was a cobbled floor, 1849, so that would have been this here. Oh, looks like something there as well. So this part right here, this was a storage yard in 1849. Would have been like right in front of us right here. That's crazy. That was a storage yard, mate. And then right in front of us here was an office in 1849, right where this hill was. Say my name. Right, Manager's Cottage is right in there in front of us. Got the first smelting house there in 1849. Those are what the smelting houses would have looked like. So that was there. You got the second smelting house in 1851 was right here next to the Manager's Cottage. Yes, Solomon's Cottage 1849 just there. Jeez, it's all like close by each other as well. Because you've got the, is it charge yard or something here? Wonder what this sign says up over here. Yeah, so that would have been a yard right there. Don't know what this sign says here though. Oh, it's nice and cool under this tree, man. Oh yeah, the smelting progress. Oh yeah, so this gives you an information on the progress on how they did it and all that. There's probably some more buildings and stuff there that would have been all around here. It's a pretty big area, so it would have been up to that fence line there. Looks like it goes all the way down there. Gee, it's amazing how big some of these places can be. Like, because I reckon that would have extended up, because that's the big mines over there, and they call that the monster mine. So I reckon this would have connected all the way up over there. And all that, so crazy. I'll quickly go see what's over here, I reckon. So the Smeltingman's Cottage in 1849 was right here. They had the smeller flue over here. And here we have the charge yard it talks about. So that would have been like here. So it looks like they've done like digging and stuff in here. It looks like it extends up over there as well, like some of the stuff, so pretty big. Look at this old church that we're at. Wow, look at that. Mate, I can't actually wait to go to Europe and see the churches there, eh? Because jeez, look at the photos, mate. That's hectic. Look at the pictures, look at that, mate, look at that, wow, guys. Wow, man. Just look at the windows. Cars. Wow, cars. Man, that's full hectic. Look at Jesus on the cross. Look at him, guys. Cars. It's hectic, guys. Look at Jesus there, man. That's actual full hectic, and look at Jesus there. God, so amazing. Bloke. Look at all the old preachers and stuff. Hectic. Hectic lad. Oh, boy. Look at that, what they play on playing.
God, you know that his buildings may look amazing, but at the end of it all, they're not going to last. It's the buildings. Jesus is amazing. Nothing in this earth will last forever.
Welcome everybody. Car's gone up here, cars. Bloke, I feel so tall up here.
There's Axon up there preaching the word of God. He's reading through his Bible, picking up the
Psalms, bloke.
Yes, you're right. Preach it, friend. Just preach the word. Come on, preach it, brother. Yes, go for it. Tell us.
That's
and
all.
then he gets saved.
That's all.
In the name of Jesus Christ. Do you like that one, Brandon? Let's say in the name
These are
of
for like your
Jesus
knees,
Christ.
bloke. Get on. Your knees, bloke.
Yeah. Keep your life to God, Brandon.
Hectic. Like that's just killer. Like before, like when I showed you that like picture, you're basically just like kneeling on your knees, and you're just looking at Jesus on the cross. That's killer. That's hectic. I'm definitely keen to go to the churches in Europe, like the big ass churches in there, just seeing their windows and the things. Like, I reckon like walk into a church in Europe would literally shred me in tears, I reckon, just the amazing structure of those churches over there. Oh, that'll be killer. Especially in Italy, in Rome, because Rome's like a big part of like Christianity. Like I reckon that would be hectic in those churches, but it's amazing, like going through old churches, just seeing the windows, like it's killer. Like you imagine how long this took to build. Like look how high that roof is. Like I know
Cool in here too, isn't it?
churches nowadays, like newer churches, I don't know, they can't compete with these old churches. Just how amazing they are, bloke. Like you imagine some of the older churches, they have like So much history. It's amazing. Like, imagine how long those windows would have took, eh? Just the details in them. The miners' dugouts in 1850. So this is where the miners actually, well, how they used to live and where they used to live as well. See, all these dugouts. 1850, looking south and position opposite to the mine entrance. Led to shortage of housing for the miners and their families. The 1851 recorded that out of total Burra population of 44,000, about 1,800 lived in dugouts. So this is where they all lived, in these dugouts like that.
Flooded too, because
so there would have been heaps around down here over the other side. Imagine how many dugouts there would have been here, even down there. We'll come back for that one, but we'll go look at this one first because you can actually walk in that one. Oh, yep. Yep. Little water bridge there, looks like you can walk, but yeah, these are the dugouts here. The little doors in there, you would have walked in there. Let's get up, lad. That's hectic, mate. Hectic. But yeah, because this is like a river that would have flowed through here. Would have flooded all in there. Looks like that might have been like something used to be over there, I don't know, but these are the only two I reckon left standing. But wonder what those beams used to be there. Yeah, mad little spots, bloke. That's what the dugouts would have looked like. That's hectic. It's dark in there, bloke. Mate, I have to crunch down in here because it's so dark. Well, like small as well. But nice and cool in here though.
Right back there, see? Right back there.
Yeah. Please keep off dugout roofs.
have a look at the other one. Now can I have a look in this one?
Did you put one in there? You'd obviously sleep out here.
Look at that bloke. And they would have cooked. They might have had something for the smoke to go up, I reckon, but it's hectic.
Trying to get up.
Freaking imagine living in Narby walking around like this. Back problems, mate. Be walking on a walking stick, mate.
At least they said the water comes through, so when it does, at least you can have a shower.
But look like, I reckon those used to be old roofs and up there of ones such as being flooded. I reckon those used to be old roofs and ones that have been flooded. Because it would have went like along there and then it would have went up along there as well.
It's fragile. If you jump up on there, you go straight through it.
Yeah.
How would you sleep?
Now we're at the cottages, what they live in after those dugouts. So this is what they would have lived in besides that. Now this would have been the main area, like the fire pit, little chairs. would have sat here, read books and did showing.
So that's what they would have had years ago, like little lamps.
Yeah, so they would have called this the parlour. And then you got the bedroom next to us, kitchen there, the garden, the dunnies outside. So yeah, this is the bedroom.
Living room and the dining area.
Had the baby there, little bed there, mirrors.
And of course, we come into here. And you've got your bedroom.
This was the kitchen. That's how they would have cooked the feed and the heat up the water and all that stuff. Dining table, candles for lights. And we'll go out to the garden.
Hello. Alright, come through here.
So this was the little gardens that they have.
A few weeks on the way through it. Really cheap.
It's mint, look at the gardens.
So at least they've got maintained. You here for a few days? Oh no, just for the day. We just came from Port Augusta this morning. Right.
It's nice.
Been here before, but
Yeah. The dunnies in here. So they would have come all the way out here for the dunny. Yeah, nice little cottages. So we are at the Unicorn Brewery, what ran from 1873 to 1902. So look at that. Established the site in 1873 when the Burra mine closed in 1877. The brewery had the capacity to serve the expanding population in the agricultural areas of South Australia. Features an impressive 18-metre tower in Chinamee, underground cellars as well as offices, cooperage and various storerooms. Mate, hectic bloke. Look at all these little things here and all that. Hectic. Now we got the keys, mate. Keys.
The door to be opened. Here we go. It's part of the brewery.
Look at that.
Wow.
3X. Got old stairs down there, but look at that. There's the cellar plan, the grand plan. The history of the brewery here.
Stairs down there.
It was built by Frederick Thomas Jones in 1873 and was the second largest brewery in
This is what
Burra.
it actually looks like. Okay, so we've got
The first brewery of W.H. Williams closed. William Henry Banks bought the Unicorn Brewery in 1875, expanded its operations, taking advantage of the increasing population and arrival of the railway. Oh yeah, the opening of the Broken Hill mine in 1988 is created Unicorn Ale. Boy, look at these walls, bloke. That's hectic. Little door down there, but for some of these back. So obviously those are the original stairs, but they would have put these in. But let's go down the stairs. Whoa, what is that, lad? Who is talking, bloke?
Oh my gosh, who's here?
Bloke, I'm about to throw some snap kicks, lad. Boy, this is nice and cool down here, but
wow, it's beautiful.
there's the old
Oh,
stairs.
there's the TV going, hey?
Look at this.
Oh, it is beautiful down here. What do you say here? That's
Boy, look at
the
that.
upstairs.
So cool.
Upstairs there before.
But yeah.
Oh, there's someone talking to us.
Wait, what's... Yeah.
This will be good.
What's going on here? Oh my gosh. Who have we got here? This is. Ooh.
Farmer wants a what?
Who do you reckon that is? What do you reckon?
G'day. Welcome to Unicorn Brewery. I'm John Jarrett. The last time I was down here was in 2013, and I was filming a horror movie called Wolf Creek 2. As some of you may know, I played Mick Taylor, not a very nice fella. And down here in his torture chambers, old Mick certainly was not sharing a friendly drink. But don't worry, you're safe with me. I'm going to tell you a story about this heritage listed site. And the story begins with this stuff.
Beer.
Beer. Where you find miners, you'll find beer. And in 1845, the world's largest copper deposit was discovered among the Bald Hills in the mid-north. The township of Coringa sprang up around the new monster mine, and within 5 years the wider settlement comprised 5 townships, 5,000 people and 13 pubs. The town's first hotel, the Burra Hotel, was opened in 1846 and had a small adjacent brewery. It operated out of a wooden shed which was located where the present-day hospital stands. The first brewer was a Mr. Burra, who made a top fermented English ale. It would have been pretty rudimentary stuff, using malted barley carted up from Adelaide or Port Wakefield, a bit of local yeast, and water drawn from a local well. Beer is one of the oldest drinks humans have produced. The first chemically confirmed barley beer dates way back to the 5th millennium BC in ancient Persia, right? And since then has been recorded into written history in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, and it's spread from there. There were no hops growing in Australia. It's believed Mr. Burra would have flavoured his beer with a bitter, non-native weed called horehound, which was favoured by miners for medicinal properties. Today, the legacy of that pest species still lingers in the paddocks around Burra. The brew was unpasteurised and was served warm, but with so many thirsty miners, the Burra Brewery did very well. Within 15 years, it was producing 48 barrels of beer a week. These barrels, of course, were stored in these huge cellars where they enjoyed a constant cool temperature. And believe me, it's working. While the miners' thirst didn't get out, the copper certainly did. By 1861, the mining operation was already contracting and miners were leaving for new fields on York Peninsula. This building is extraordinary, a magnificent piece of engineering. Let's remember it was built before automation. It was all built manually. By 1873, the number of miners had shrunk from 1,000 to 300. A terrible time, you'd think, to consider opening a new brewery. Mr. William Banks had arrived from Kapunda in 1870 to settle in Burra. After 3 years, at the age of just 27, he acquired a local pub, the Miners' Arms, and secured financial backing to build a new, modern operation he called the Unicorn Brewery. His plan must have been persuasive and his financial backing must have been considerable. His new tower brewery was substantial and included a 20-metre stone malting tower, which dwarfed the cottages on neighbouring Paxton Square, and a 5-horsepower steam engine. These cellars are a unique design, 5 metres wide, and they run for some 600 metres. I mean, that's over half a kilometre. That is a lot of beer. They've been told to form this underground square with these beautiful stone arches and earth flooring in 5 of the main cellars. It's extraordinary. The multi-stage brewing process began with the pumping of water and barley malt into the top floor of the malt house tower. Thanks to gravity and hot steam, enough fresh beer was produced to fill 500 barrels in a single brew. Unicorn's 3X ales are probably closer to the sort of beer we drink today.
I have been here before, so I already know who it was,
19th century
But yeah,
colonial
Wolf Creek.
ale is having a distinct twang, more flavoursome than their English and American counterparts. Hey,
Let's
some
kill it.
things never change.
Don't know how long this video goes for,
It was
but
generally stronger too,
no.
about 75%.
If you guys have seen like Wolf Creek too, like you would know, like
Stomach.
I reckon this whole area here was the bit where, you know, he had that guy in the chair and they were doing that Aussie quiz and he was torturing. I reckon that's in here, like, you know.
That movie was made.
But no, it's killer, bloke.
Compete and shut down in
What was that
1875.
movie called, Brandon?
Wolf Creek too.
Was brought about through the continued
Yeah.
decline.
No, I've got to do something for the snap now, so if I repeat myself, it's alright.
Brewery felt concerned for its own
If anyone has seen Wolf Creek 2, this is that, you know, that torture bit at the end of Wolf Creek 2 when that when they're doing that little Aussie quiz and, you know,
suddenly of pneumonia.
he tortures that guy. That's in here, the brewery bloke in Burra. Like, yeah, that's in here. And then he chases him down here with the dogs
Okay, so that's below.
and all that, and they run through these tunnels here.
So,
Nah, look at that.
yeah, so I've never seen the movie yet.
Yeah, so they're running through these tunnels and he's like running from like Nick Taylor bloke, and he's like chasing with the dogs and stuff, eh?
Oh, look at that. It's beautiful and cool. It's cool on me. I feel like I need to put a jacket on now. Wow, it is cool. And there's another part up here.
That's where the problem was where the dog come in.
Look at that. Yeah, these stretch on 4 miles. Look at that. Nice and cool in here though, like. Oh, we're running. Nick Taylor's coming.
Okay. You can put a look up there.
Like Nick Taylor. Oh. Bloke, what's up? Like, look at that. Those are those little holes, bloke. Oh, look at that. Is that stairs there? Looks like there's stairs over there, bloke. Like Mick Taylor come like off, bang at the knees, bloke. Bang, like come on, bang. Whoosh, mate. Can't touch me, bloke. Can't touch me, lad.
Straight on. Yep. This part, so yeah.
Bloke, what's down here, lad? I'm dodging these cobwebs like there's nothing, but
There's some rain again going berserk. Yeah.
I'll slide you through here. That's like I'm in a prison, mate. Oh.
It's just up there. Whoa.
We're gonna have to dodge these cobwebs again. You ready? Ready from some little slick little moves, bro? Whoa, just.
There we go.
Oh, here's that bit in those videos where they had the beers and that, bloke. Get on the beers, bloke. Get on the beers.
I know
Wonder what beers actually came out from here,
barrels
eh?
that we use in Snowtown. No. These are just barrels.
What's up the top?
And then we're going to go up the stairs and come out the other side. Yes.
Oh, I can feel that heat again, eh? to the brightness. So this house here, this was the house that's in the album cover for Midnight Oil Beds Are Burning, lad. Look at that. Look at that. You know that song, How Can We Dance When the Birds Are? That's it there. See, look. Well, there's the house there, lad. Right behind me, cuz, you know this song. Off the last location here, the Market Square Museum, and then we have done base for the history of Burra, mate. We are Johnny Onekins after that. Boom, cars, boom. Old style shop, lad. Let's cut. Oh my gosh, look at that river, bloke. Swim time. Boy, just look at that river, lad. That is killer. It's hectic, cuz. Look at that. Look at that, bloke. Hectic, mate. Hectic. Sounds like a dying cat, bloke. Well, you know, we got the key to the city, so we are opening this door, mate. Old style smell in here.
Just the salt.
It's a bit of the history here, builders of Burra and beyond. What's the early business of Burra?
Before the railway reached Burra in 1870, people arrived by coach, some in their own horse-drawn vehicles and
Hey, good old Ned Kelly, bloke. Ned Kelly. Aussie legend, bloke. What an Aussie legend, Ned Kelly.
8 miles an hour, without dropping speed.
Boy, go for a bath, mate.
Some 5,000 people living there.
This tin bath made by Pat Dower, who lived here and had a workshop next door, 1922 to 1949. His son Vin Dower carried on the plumbing business and shop till 1962, lad. The old little fire pits. That bloke.
Sometimes for their own dwellings, and one's iron is without issue.
Oh, fuck. That scared me, bloke. I didn't see her there, bloke. Look at that eye, that's creepy, eh? Well, I turned the corner and she was standing right there.
That's why she's off her face.
Look at that little doll there, but bloke. Just giving us the side eye. Bed warming pan, bloke.
She's blinking.
But I don't know what that white does, but I'm not going to touch it. Press button to hear Andrew Rage's story, who had tailing business in this building. Bloke. Creepy ass doll in the chair, eh? No.
It is rare to see fine tailoring nowadays.
Speak up, mate. Speak up.
The quick, fragile seams and this synthetic material so many of you wear. It is disappointing for my eyes, tired and old as they are.
Let's go through here, so what do we got on here?
Scare me again, cuz, and it'll be. Oh. Wait, no, I just hit my head on that. Cuz, hitting my head on the roof. The washing machine. Soapy water and dirty clothes are put in the barrel and the illegals lifted up and down. Up and down till they were clean.
Some fruit and vegetables were grown locally, or else brought to the town by coach or
Milo.
from Adelaide. There were 2 flour mills.
Press button to see slides. So.
Wheat from local farmers to be made into flour for
waters.
The last place was in the west, so
Boy, that waters looks so nice down there though. Like that would be so relaxing, eh? Like just chilling down there and all that. Yeah, like the old little water taps. Boy, I swear I can hear like a cat or something, eh? Well,
two cats fighting.
Cats? Boy, there's cats fighting, bloke.
Ginger and Ninja, what are you doing here?
Boy, there's cats fighting over there. Boy, what the... Look at this old little fire station. There's something just around the corner here as well. Like, I thought it sounded like a dying cat earlier, eh? It was just two cats fighting. I don't know where, but... What's this, lad? Burra, Jinky, 1851. Unique piece of South Australia's urging colonial transportation. Here's a good up, boy.
Can't really see it very well.
Crazy, lad. We could have gone into that town hall, but it was closed. But there's like apparently like a movie theatre or something built in there. That would have been killer. But it would have been killer if we go to the town hall, set up movie theatre, but it's closed at the moment, I think, because of like Christmas and that. Somewhere down there is one of those cats who are going crazy. Probably landed in the water or something, eh? Probably drowned. But yeah, no, that's a bit of the history of Burra. That was killer. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing the mines and that in Moonta where I come from, because obviously I know my way around there a lot. That'd be killer if I did that. I know there's killer videos I want to do, eh? Like I want to do like a little video on Snowtown, you know, just like what life is like in Snowtown after, you know, what happened there a couple of years ago with Snowtown murders and shit. But I wouldn't mind doing a little video, like I forgot what the place is, but where they did those nuclear testing, like what life is there now and shit. Like that would be pretty cool. But also like a video on Harndorf, like a German town in Adelaide, that would be killer. I don't know, I've got heaps of places I want to do videos in, but it's just time consuming, but no, it'll be good, bloke. But yeah, we are Johnny Onekins, lad, so it's cut, lads, cut.